Well, another week has come and gone. We are now into September officially. Tomorrow is Labor Day, which means the last day of summer break. For many people, definitely the last day of summer break for our kiddos. I know they're bummed. They get one more day to chill. Jack gets two more because he's a sophomore in high school and freshman just get to go for a day or whatever. Tell you what, it's been definitely warm the last several days. We are in the dog days of summer. I think that should be behind us, but I'll tell you what, it's been extremely warm here the last few days, especially here in the Twin Cities. We're seeing mid to upper 90s, flirting with 100 degrees. I'm going to be back at the Minnesota State Fair tomorrow, which is Labor Day, all day with Jack, hanging out in the Clam Outdoors booth. So if you happen to be at the Minnesota State Fair tomorrow on Labor Day, swing in, say hi. We can show you the new ice fishing stuff. We can show you quick set, polar trailer, whatever, or just talk fishing. But today was hot again. Yesterday, hot again. Most of the week, hot, halfway decent. We're not seeing much for rain. It's been dry. The grass is drying out again. It was looking good there for a while. We are continuing to see, I think, a little warmer than normal conditions, but that's okay. We deal with it, right? I'm living in my Blackfish shirts. I did a post yesterday about 90-degree weather in a hoodie. Sure, why not? I am keeping the sun off me. It's wicking the moisture. It's keeping me cool. In fact, it actually works just fine. I'm not wearing a hooded sweatshirt. Don't get me wrong. I did see a couple people ask questions about, oh, you're wearing a hoodie? Yes, a hooded sun shirt. You know, you wear the proper sun shirt that wicks the moisture, the cool charge technology. I can stay cool and comfortable on the water. How was the fishing this week? The fishing this week was pretty good. I thought it was, I mean, I fished Tonka quite a bit. We were in the Forest Lake area. We were in the West Metro. I thought fishing was pretty darn good this week. Very consistent, a lot of biting fish, a lot of quality fish. Those of you that fished on Lake Minnetonka this week, I think you saw a pretty good bite. I think you were pleased. A lot of your tried and true traditional spots this time of year held fish, held quality fish. We caught them on Ned worms, jig worms, drop shots, flipping jigs, swim baits, chatterbaits in the dirty side and shallow water. I mean, the fish were just going, and I found that to be consistent in the West Metro as well as the Chisago area, Forest Lake area. A lot of biting fish. Two presentations that stood out other than a swim bait. Swim bait was catching a pile of fish. I was throwing an all-terrain smasher or largy smasher head, 4 to 5 inch paddle tail type swim bait, whatever your favorite one is, whether it's a Largo shad or whatever the brand might be. I caught a lot of fish on that deep. However, the most foolproof way to get bit this week was two presentations. We fished an all-terrain mighty head, Mr. Twister Cometa. That's a modified jig worm, call it, heavier presentation. I fished the whole Cometa. I wanted to get down there quick, little mid to heavier weight mighty head. And then I was fishing the rock jig from All Terrain with a Mr. Twister pocket craw. I say this because this was really a 1-2 punch. I put this on a spinning rod, mighty head Cometa. I could pitch that around 8 foot of water, 18 foot of water, it didn't matter. It plummeted through the weeds. It fished quick, it fished fast, and made contact with the bottom quick. You're gonna see that theme with both of these. Make contact with the bottom quick. I'm looking for hard bottom spots, gravel, rock, sand, whatever it might be. Like I said, we're still looking at summer patterns. That was easy to fish for a lot of my clients. Spinning rod, 20-pound braid, 8-pound fluorocarbon leader, medium action 7-foot rod, nothing fancy, nothing over the top. Throw it to where you think there's a fish, let it go to the bottom, hop it a few times, slowly fish it back, do it again. Simple, easy approach. The fish will take it either immediately on the fall, or more often than not, the second it hits the bottom and you go to pick it up, boom, there's one on there. That was a very, very easy way to catch fish. This way was your all-terrain football head and a craw body. I'm using the pocket craw from Mr. Twister, and this was nice because this is gonna make hard contact with the bottom. More broader surface, I can drag it, I can feel that. I'm using, you know, a 17-pound fluorocarbon on a bait casting setup with this medium heavy action rod, a 3/4 ounce jig. You could throw a 1 ounce if you want to. 3/4 ounce seems to be kind of your workhorse. Throw that out deep over hard bottom. I can fish it anywhere from 8 feet. Heck, I've caught fish in 2 feet with this, but I fish anywhere from 8 feet to 25 feet. I'm looking for the hard bottom. I'm paying attention to my sonar, my forward-facing sonar, looking for pockets and areas where I should throw this. And I'm dragging this across the bottom, and I'm letting that make contact the whole time. I'm pitching this. You can fish this in some sparse weeds as well. But it's a very versatile presentation. I can throw it all over the place. Exposed hook gap. I'm not talking about a lot of rigmarole here from my knot to my hook point and that gap. I can hook them mean, hook them quick, hook them efficiently with this. And this was a really easy way to catch a pile of fish. They're stacked up still on those isolated spots, offshore, hard bottom spots, and you're catching 1, 2, 6, 7 fish on a spot, right? You're not just fan casting around. This has been good. This has been good. They both will catch fish on that same spot. It depends on how you want to do it. What's the wind condition? What's your skill level? What kind of anglers you have in the boat? Depending on what you might throw. Both of these got bit equally well on those situations. So that was kind of our 1-2 punch. Mighty head, Kamita, rock jig, pocket craw. Easy way to fish them. Did catch some fish on a hair jig, throwing a hair jig deep. That worked, that did well. But right now things are fishy. The biggest thing is it's hot out. Hydrate, wear the proper clothing. Make sure you pay attention to your health. This next week looks like it's gonna cool off. I think I saw some rain predicted. Don't know what that is. Haven't seen that all week. I think I saw some rain predicted. I expect the patterns this week to be very similar. We are seeing some dirty water lakes. Weed growth is starting to diminish. So the dirty water lakes, dirty water portions of lakes like Minnetonka, as we know the west side's dirtier than the east side, we're seeing a shallower presentation, a shallower pattern. Dirtier lakes, I'm getting more fish to bite on chatterbaits, swim jigs, spinner baits, where the cleaner water, we're still definitely seeing fish in their true summer haunts. So anticipating a consistent week ahead of us. Should be another good one. Hopefully it cools off a bit. Football season's here. We just had our first high school football game last weekend. Second one's coming this week. Everyone's excited. It's that time of year. Fall's right around the corner. For all the kiddos and people watching that are going back to school, have a phenomenal school year. Hopefully you enjoyed your summer. Get out there and enjoy it if there is some time still left. Otherwise, enjoy your time on the weekends if that's what you're limited to at this point. I'll be in a similar boat at times, just kind of hammering down on some of these weekends with a lot going on during the week. Otherwise, have fun, be safe. Appreciate you a ton for watching this summer, and we're going to hammer through this fall as well. Get out there, be safe. Thanks again.